What if I told you that 12 months from now, your life could look nothing like it does today, and that the version of you watching this might not even recognize who you've become? Not because everything fell apart, but because you finally stopped waiting. You stopped waiting for motivation, for confidence, for permission, and instead, you decided to begin. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you really surprised yourself? Not by surviving a hard week, but by choosing to grow when it would have been easier to shrink. That version of you, the one you sometimes dream about late at night, the one who's calmer, stronger, more fulfilled, isn't waiting in some distant future. That version is built in small, quiet moments like this one, right now. You don't need to figure everything out. You don't need a plan that spans the next 5 years. You just need a moment of honesty, the kind that says, I can't keep living like this. And when that honesty hits, everything begins to shift. This isn't a motivational speech, it's a mirror. And if you stay with me until the end of this video, I promise you'll walk away not just inspired, but clear. Clear on why you've been stuck, clear on what needs to change, and most importantly, clear on how to begin, without waiting for the world to change first. Because what you're looking for isn't out there. It's been waiting inside you this whole time. Let's be honest. Most people aren't stuck because they lack talent or opportunity. They're stuck because they've made peace with delay. It feels safer to dream than to begin, safer to scroll than to face discomfort. And slowly, without even noticing, you become someone who lives in the idea of change but never touches it. You wake up, feel a spark of motivation, maybe even set a goal. But then your brain whispers, not today. You tell yourself you'll start when you're less tired, when you're less busy, when you're in the right headspace. But here's the truth. You're not waiting for the perfect time. You're avoiding the imperfect process. Growth isn't glamorous. It's frustrating. It's awkward. It's full of days when you show up and feel like nothing's working. But every time you show up anyway, even just a little, you're building something real. Something most people never have the courage to face. So let me ask you something. What would happen if you just didn't quit this time? What if, instead of trying to be perfect, you tried to be consistent, not impressive, just present? And hey, if this is hitting home for you, pause the video for a moment. Take a breath. Type, I'm done waiting in the comments. Not for me, for you. Let it be the first brick in the foundation of your new beginning. Also, if this feels like something you didn't know you needed, subscribe. I don't post fluff, I post truth. And if this helped you, the next one might find you at the exact moment you need it too. Most people wait for a big breakthrough. Some kind of dramatic sign that says, now's the time. But the truth is, real transformation doesn't feel like fireworks. It feels like doing the same quiet thing over and over again. Until one day, you look in the mirror and realize you've changed. Maybe it's waking up 10 minutes earlier, drinking water before coffee, writing down a thought instead of ignoring it. These don't seem like much, but stack them, repeat them, protect them, and you're laying bricks. Quiet, invisible, powerful bricks. Let me give you an example. A friend of mine, 31 years old, used to say she had no self-discipline. Every year she bought a new planner. Every January felt like a fresh start. By March, it was buried under a pile of laundry and guilt. Then one day, instead of trying to fix her whole life, she chose one small thing, making her bed every morning, no matter what. That's it. No big goals. Just one habit. And something strange happened. That one choice made her feel trustworthy. To herself. That small win turned into 2, then 4. And soon she had momentum. Not motivation. Momentum. The kind that doesn't rely on hype. The kind that shows up even when she didn't feel like it. The shift didn't come from changing everything. It came from proving to herself that she could keep a promise, even a tiny one. So if you're waiting to feel ready, don't. Just start with one promise, one step, one moment of courage. That's where the shift begins. You don't need a new life. You need to believe this one can still become something beautiful. There's a version of you that doesn't second-guess every move. A version that knows how to say no without guilt and yes without fear. That version isn't some fantasy waiting on the other side of success. It's you, just with a few more reps, a few more days of showing up when it's hard, A few more promises kept in silence. The world won't reward you for choosing yourself quietly, but life has a way of responding to your decisions even when no one else sees them. Doors begin to open. The fog starts to lift, not because something outside of you changed, but because you changed how you show up. So if you've made it this far, that already says something. You're not just scrolling anymore, you're searching, you're hungry for something real. That hunger is sacred. Don't ignore it. Let's turn this into more than just a video. Scroll down, and if something in this spoke to you, share one thing you're ready to start doing differently. Maybe it's one habit, one thought, one truth you've been avoiding. Drop it in the comments. Not just for me, but for the community that's walking beside you right now, whether you see them or not. And if you ever forget where to start again, come back to this space. You're welcome here, exactly as you are, even when you're still figuring it out. Because growth isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before fear got loud. And today might be the first day you start listening to that quieter voice inside, the one that's been waiting for you all along.